Alright, let's look at this little intro lick here. We're going to be working on our E chord. And it's a little pickup that starts on the 2. It goes 1. And it's a quick little bend from the 3rd up and release it, and then your open E. So 1. And we're moving just up into this kind of open E chord pentatonics. So 1. So a lot of playing on the ands, as we talked about in the fills, playing on the and of 4 kind of gets us into the next line and kind of carries us over, or excuse me, the next bar. So we've got 1. And that's all over E. And then when we get to the A, on the and of 4 over the E chord, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, so just playing around with that A, nothing too crazy going on there. What's cool about this one is he comes down to the B flat to lead us into B here at the end for the B chord. So I particularly love this lick. It goes. Great double stop lick. So you lead in to our 5 chord, the B, and then moving up with those double stops as we talked about in the fills, and then back down, and then kind of the double stops within the B chord there. We have 4 and 4, 2 and 2, back to the open E, and then our low E. So that's. So great way, again, from like the fills is to kind of look at that within the chord, but also as an extension of our E pentatonics there. After that, on the and of 4, we're going to play 1. So just all E pentatonics there. But when we get to the quick B, he's playing. So a lead into our B, really kind of nailing the change there. E, D, B, and then B, A, F sharp to nail, because that's, that's in our B chord. Right? And then we just do a little bend there. And into the next line. So over that B chord. And our next phrase will be. And this is great because he's playing around now with moving down into the A chord by playing E, D sharp, D, and then that would resolve down into the C sharp. So over E, that's E, it's the 1, D sharp major 7, D flat 7, C sharp is the 3rd of A, so that resolves nicely down. So you have E pentatonics, and then he does a little slide up to get into that C sharp. Now we're over the A in this kind of inversion, so we have. And we're just bending the B. It's the 2 of A, and then that's going to lead us right into our B chord playing. This is a cool little truck driving guitar lick that's just moving up from a half step below B with slides. And he does a cool thing there where he plays the open and he kind of catches up, if you will, for that. So, and then we're getting back into E there. So we have. That's a cool phrase, just with that open there. It kind of breaks it up and almost answers the initial slides And then we just have just a common pentatonic scale downwards that he would do all the time. And then we have on beat 1, the E, and a walk back up. That's a really nice walk up to get under your fingers. Whatever chord you're going back into, you go from the 5. So we're in E, we're kind of walking back up to E, we go just B, C sharp, D sharp, E. If you're on the B chord, it's the same thing, going back to the E. You can kind of impose that at the end of phrases, or at the end of the progression to kind of like almost set you back up or set up another soloist or get you back to the verse or the singer, however it may be. We could practice that going to the A chord. So from the E chord to the A chord, it would be an octave lower, it'd be E, F sharp, G sharp, A, right? If we were playing to the A chord or the A note here, it would be E, F sharp, G sharp, A. So you could go, if we were kind of like, simulating E to an A, we could go. Something kind of like that to get us and kind of work through. So that's a good practice and then a great little way to transfer between them. So one more time, that last phrase. At 15, it would be, and that sets you right back up into your fills for the verse and chorus.